Are you weed guy still?
I did smoke today, but
Yesterday?
No, I actually
Look at that. Roll the tape
which
back
is
to the
pretty
way he
crazy,
said no.
Actually,
No. Let me
Well,
rewind it
that's-
and do it again. No.
Now I don't know what you're trying to do with that. Like what you're.
No.
Was it bad how I said it?
It was like you were really proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you should be.
What?
You're
Why?
only as good as your last dollar, and today you smoked.
I think that's bullshit.
One
Anyway,
time?
we'll see you next week. No, here's how I look at it, and you can look at it how you can live your life. Your God can be whoever you want it to be. My God is this, okay?
Who's your god?
The big pig one. No, the elephant. No.
The big pig
The
one.
big pig one.
Ganesh.
Ganesh the pig.
Ganesh the pig, yeah.
He's an elephant. No, this is my God, okay?
Okay.
When it comes to substances and food and all that stuff.
This is my god.
Yeah, there you go. So more what I'm saying is like mentally my God is, hey, look, you used to smoke every fucking day, all day, right? Me. I go, yeah. And then the person next to me on the subway goes, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
No, I go, yeah. I go, yes. I used to smoke all day, every day, and now I went 3 days without smoking, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get high today.
I'm going to get high on the day that I have to do Jordan's podcast. That's the day.
The day that Jordan was 20 minutes late to her podcast.
21 minutes late. Thank you.
Well, maybe that's what it was. I was like,
I was
ooh,
in
I want to
therapy.
have fun
I was
with
at
my
my second
friend.
therapist number 2. I'm cheating on Alan.
But Alan knows. Alan doesn't care,
doesn't really know.
which makes him
He
so
doesn't
much
really
hotter.
He doesn't really know.
I don't
He
give
doesn't
a fuck.
really know.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
You're shitty.
You're shitty. He becomes Louis.
Yeah.
You're shitty.
It's shitty.
Your diarrhea is amazingly cunt shitty. Sure.
That's really good.
Thanks.
Okay.
So the gym I go to has like a red light option. And I went into it and I go, this isn't set up well. So I just kind of clocked that. And then I noticed no one ever goes in there. So last night at like 1 a.m., I wrote the CEO and was like, hey, like, I hope I'm not overstepping here, but like the way that your red light therapy is set up is optimal for collagen production, but you're not getting the dopamine effects because it doesn't hit your thyroid and your stomach right.
So it was just face?
It was face and your body, but you're too far from it to like get it so you really feel the warming effects on your stomach, which is what like produces the dopamine. So I sent that to the CEO of Equinox, and I was quite pleased with myself. And then my girlfriend was like, why don't you just make your fucking mailing list? Like, why do you spend all this time getting involved in these things that have nothing to do with your career?
Because you're paying a lot of money.
That's what I don't even need the red light though. I have a little red light at my house. I'm doing just this for the love of the game. So that to me was like crazy to me, where then all day I was like, am I crazy that I emailed the CEO of Equinox that their red light setup's not very good?
I like it.
Okay, thanks.
It's an easy email.
It's weird.
No, I think it's good. I think it's optimal because if you want something, you make a change.
Why do I spend so much time getting involved in these things that have nothing to do with what I actually need to be doing?
Because it's easier than a fucking email list.
It is.
The email list sucks.
It sucks that I don't want to focus on it and I get
No.
confused and I have someone helping me
It's
do it.
nauseating for people with ADHD
Yeah.
to do anything like that. It's like sickening.
It's so also like I've made mistakes like in my email list and text message list. I had people sign up, but then I didn't get their current zip code. So I've got all these emails and text messages, but I don't know where people actually live. So it's like a whole clusterfuck. Well, depression, it lifts. And then I started being like, wait, but I will go really off the hand. Like I will feel so depressed. And then when I learned about PMDD, I was like, that's what it is.
Yeah, I have it where I get so, like, the other day I was driving in my car and I was like, I feel like something horrible is about to happen. Like, I can't believe how bad I feel. This is crazy. And I was like, I know it's PMDD. I know that's what it is. And I walked into the house and just saw my mom and just started the biggest fight of all time.
Damn, I thought you were
where I
gonna
was
say you
able
started
to
crying.
scream. And the screaming and yelling, being like, fuck you, got it out. And I get in these fights with people that are so crazy.
Right.
And I know it's PMDD. And sometimes it'll be strangers on the street where I'll just be like, go fuck your, and it feels like that's what it wants.
Yeah.
And it's
like
crazy.
the beast inside.
It's the beast inside.
I get in little things with strangers on the street too. If I feel like they looked at me funny or they like cut me off or if someone was rude.
Yeah.
Like the other day, so not that it was a couple months ago. It was like some guy, my girlfriend was going to pay for something. It was late at night and this guy like cut in front of her and paid for it. And I went, we're in line. And he was like, ugh. And I was like, you know, other people are in line too. And then but he was obviously like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was like, why would you engage? You're going to fight with this guy? And
So you don't fight with your girlfriend before your period?
no, not anymore. No,
Wow.
because I don't get it. This
You don't even know when it is.
and this for me is like a full flip around because it used to be
Wow.
so bad.
Did you get it while you were with this girl?
Yeah, and it used to be a problem.
And she was like, "This is."
She was
better.
like, "You have something," because I would get so depressed.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with depressed: the killer's inside the house. Because then I'm like, I'm depressed.
"Yeah."
And then it's like, and it'd be like, well, maybe you're depressed because you have something. I'm like, or I'm depressed because this and that and this, and I should be depressed, and it's allowing me to feel how life really is.
Yeah. You have to externalize it, or you feel insane. You have
Right.
to find a reason why you're so sad, or
So
else you're just
sad.
like crazy.
And then you feel so sad. I'm like, I'm so sad, and it's like, and then people are like, oh, you should be grateful for this. I go, I'm sad.
We've been going so long.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
You're my favorite guest. Do you know that?
No way. You say that to all the guys.
No, I don't. I do not. Your episodes are my favorite episodes. Okay.
My boyfriend does think it's cool that I break rules.
Really?
Yeah. I think it is, he so stays within, like, social bounds. And now I will say that, like, it's not like he never breaks rules. But like the one time that I saw, let me start over. He so stays within social bounds that it's like, he likes the drama. He likes the excitement.
Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of times where it's very annoying to him, for sure. But the first time that I saw him, you know how in airplanes they say you have to put your, like when you're landing, that you have
Yeah.
to put the tray table up. But then after a couple minutes later, they come through and they're like, we're going to need you to put your laptops away.
Yeah. He wanted the laptop away.
They
with the
came
tray.
through. No. They came through. They said, put your laptop away. He said, okay. He closed it. He put it in the like pocket. And then the second they were down the aisle, he opened it back up and put it on his lap and like worked for the rest of the flight. And I was like
So aroused.
so aroused. I was like, I never thought that I would see you
Wait, isn't that legal?
break a rule like that. I mean, it's like fine.
Oh, it's because they were out of sight.
And I asked him, I was like, but this is a rule and you're breaking it. And he was like, yeah, but the rule doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I like the logic. That is good.
Yeah.
It's disgusting when they stick to the illogical. That's
Yeah,
huge
yeah, yeah.
that he doesn't do that.
And a lot of Brits do that. A lot
Yeah.
of Brits will like follow rules.
Dude,
illogically.
we were going into the bathroom and they had the turnstile and I didn't have any money on me, so I just went under it and there was like a line of people because the turnstile thing was broken. It was broken.
No, you're
Yeah.
now telling two different stories.
No, because-
this is what I mean, Jordan.
I'll tell
you.
you.
Were saying,
I'll tell you.
You
I'll
were
tell you.
saying I
No,
didn't have
I'll
any
tell
money
you.
on me, but then you said the
No,
turnstile was
I'll
broken.
tell
And
you
those
the
are two
truth.
different
I'll tell
reasons
you the
that you
truth.
can't get through the turnstile.
Because the only way you could get to the turnstile typically is you can use tap to pay, correct?
Okay.
Okay. But this one said, our shit is broken. We need cash.
Okay.
So you had to put in €1.
Yeah.
I had no euro. I had tap. Happy to tap. Their thing is broken. I'm going under. And everybody was appalled.
Did anybody say anything to you?
No, but they were shocked. They were like, oh. Dude, yesterday I was getting out of a cab and I did a really bad thing and I had to jump out. I was late for my spot and I opened the cab door in front of a guy on a bike, right? On
Knowing
like
that you were about to do it?
a bodega guy.
Yeah.
Right? And I looked and it wasn't that close and I opened it and he was a safe distance away and he came up to me and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man." And then he just stares at me and he's like, and I got out of the car, slammed the door and was like screaming. And like I was in front of the seller. Like people were like knew who I was. And I was literally being like, "I fucking said I'm sorry, you fucking piece of shit." And I lost. There was something about me apologizing and him still being, dude, I got to get my act together. But also, he just sat there looking, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I just like had to jump out." And he was just like looking me up and down. And then I just turned.
And this...
I'll give you a threshold. But if you abuse my apology,
Well, so this is the thing.
oh, if you abuse my apology.
So this is the thing. I'm like, I, as a person who bikes everywhere
When
in the
people
city,
abuse.
if somebody apologized, if like taking this story at face value, like opening the door, me being like close enough to be annoyed, but then the person
Yeah.
apologizing, I would be like,
This is an act out. I went like this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. That's what I did. I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And like put my hand in front of him being like, I totally, you know how I am with biking. I'm always worried about your biking.
Yeah.
Kenny died biking. I'm always worried about it. And I always try and open it like with this arm so it doesn't open that much. And this time I had to run and I apologized. And he milked the apology. If you milk the apology, you deserve to be shot. Okay? Do not milk an apology, you fucking asshole.
I always debate whether, because I will like,
that is,
I
forgot
scream
about
at
that.
people on my bike. I love letting out my aggression on my bike.
Yeah.
And I always wonder what, and my intention.
Even though you're the most toxic person to bike with. You will literally go through a green light and I was like,
this is why I never want to ride with anybody.
You should never ride with anybody.
I never.
I rode with you one time and I almost died 9 times.
Because I thought you were a biker.
I was a biker, but I was trusting you as like the super biker. And then you would go and you wait for each other and you'd be like, no, I can make it and you can't, fuck you. And I'd be like, oh, I can make it.
I feel like I did that once. When I ride with somebody, the reason that I don't ride with anybody is because I'm like,
you're in the zone. You're in the flow state.
But I can't get in the flow state with somebody
No,
else
I
because
totally
I'm
agree.
constantly thinking about them. I'm constantly like, I could make this
weren't thinking about
red
me.
light, but because I thought that you would keep up.
I was scared. And you had like a mountain bike.
No,
Yeah, you had that big ass bike.
I've never.
You've
had
always had
mountain
a
bike.
strong bike. Never had
I've
a
always
road
had
bike.
a good bike.
No, you had big wheels.
No, I've always had a hybrid. I can show you
Big
pictures of
wheels.
every. I've
The
never.
pink one or the purpley one?
I've never. The dark purple had thin little hybrid wheels, not road wheels, but
Okay, great.
but not mountain bike wheels.
It was a strong bike.
It was
Strong frame. Not a thin little road frame.
It was steel. It's a hybrid. It's a
Strong.
yeah. It was a giant. It was a '90s giant touring frame. I named that bike Lightning.
It was, wasn't it?
Giant the brand, not
Oh.
giant like huge.
Yeah. Literally called Giant.
It's a great.
Anyway,
Great
so
bike.
you haven't cheated.